Hello, this is Run the Numbers. My name is Jason. The video you are watching right here and now is on the Run the Numbers channel, but specifically it is a video part of the warm-up series. So, what does that mean if you're new to the channel, just started watching? Well, I'll answer. It's that you see yours truly. I'm walking through the streets of Los Angeles, California, and I'm on the go, I'm in motion, and that's all intentional. That's all part of for the effect, so that you can see a lovely backdrop, entertained by where I go and all this, sure, but also so that we get the thoughts going and the blood going to the head and all these things that happen as we do this walk and talk, and the blood going to the head, all these to get our thoughts set, help us so that we can cover intelligently interesting and educational and maybe even entertaining topics related to personal finance. So let's in fact do that today. Today we're talking about, with the specific topic of invest in yourself. So yes, we're talking about the need to value your education, value the emphasis of letting yourself get into the arena and trying things out, because oftentimes investing in yourself is in fact kind of forcing yourself and encouraging yourself to take action. There's many different ways to invest in yourself, and so yeah, we'll kind of jump right into all of those things and all the kind of parts that this relates to. But before we do that, I want to kind of finish this introduction to mention that this video is one of the last videos that is part of the 100 videos challenge. If I'm doing the math right and figuring out when I'm going to publish this particular video, I'm pretty confident to say this might be the penultimate video part of the 100 videos challenge. In fact, yes, this is the second to last. This is the 99th of the videos, and so you might be wondering, okay, what am I talking about? What is all this about? So yes, I'm publishing to YouTube 100 videos, all in quick succession, and I'm quickly going through it. So that, yeah, I do 100 days in a row. The whole challenge of it is the speed here, in that I have 100 days to do all this. So yeah, 100 days in a row, I am posting a video up to YouTube, and that's all in an effort so that there is a lot of great content that I can ensure, having personally worked on it, created it, and yes, published it up to YouTube. Yes, this is content that I hope helps you along your personal finance journey. Okay, with that said, with that covered, let's jump right back into today's topic, which is invest in yourself. Now, first, you might be thinking, what's the need to do all this, especially if maybe you've done pretty well for yourself, you've already reached some level of success, or you've continued to make great achievements, all this. Why then bother to invest in yourself at that point? Or maybe you're at the start of your journey and you're thinking, you have maybe different paths and different approaches, and you're not exactly putting it into the lens of investing in yourself. I want to just simply remind you that people from all walks of life, wherever they are in their career, in their journey, I've found that successful people make it a staple to always learn more, always put an emphasis on education, always try to level up their skills, and yes, always try to invest in yourself, in your knowledge capital specifically. So what I mean by that is, say you're, well into your career, you're outside of your college years, your university days, your graduate, your PhD, all the different studies you could be doing, and those days are all maybe in the rearview mirror. Um, that's not to say it's the end of how you can invest in yourself with the knowledge you can obtain. The knowledge capital that you could be getting. Well, of course, there's additional advanced training and advanced schooling. Very prevalent, of course. There are all the online classes and courses of all kinds. So there's a plethora of resources out there to always help at all levels. From starting out, and then the what I mentioned here is to maybe you're far down in your career path, your journey. So that's to say, it's never too late, of course, to learn. It's never too late to kind of continue to pick up new things, or even just have reinforced kind of some old, some previously covered topics. All of that, I definitely encourage as ways to, yes, invest in yourself for the knowledge capital. Now, the other thing I want to mention as kind of the ways to invest in yourself, I kind of alluded to this, is yes, you want to, get in the game. You want to invest in yourself and kind of reduce the roadblocks, reduce the blockers, reduce or eliminate all these things that sort of get in your way. And with that said, it definitely helps to first and foremost understand what those blockers are, what it is. And most of the time, the biggest critic, the biggest force, that driving force that's stopping you the most is actually even just yourself. And it might be because you have some self-doubt. You might be scared to take a certain risk. It might be for all kinds of reasons, but most of the time, if you kind of analyze it at the end of the day, the person that was actually blocking you the most was actually yourself. So that is to say, I want to change that mindset and have this mindset to invest in yourself, to push yourself forward. And if that means to encourage yourself, say it could be related to personal finance, this whole YouTube channel. So maybe it's that you've been cautious and you've been hesitant to dabble into new to you investments. You're like, I've never really understood much about municipal bonds. I'm just throwing this as an example. And you've often been cautious about it. Well, you could literally invest in yourself here with financial resources that you have, and start small and understand, and basically create for yourself a small little budget of a learning budget, and that is to try some things out at a small scale, and then as you figure out, as you have lessons learned, and as you figure out some do's and some don'ts, then yes, you can start to then place larger bets as things might be working out, and scale out from that at that point. So that's one way. This is just one path that I sort of walked you through, that's involved in investing in yourself. Perhaps even the investing in yourself is not so much a personal finance and investments and all this, but in the investment sense of new actual like asset classes. Maybe it's the investment of a new side project, a new side hustle. I talk at length on this channel about side hustles, so I'm a big fan. Or it could just be a full-time, a new entrepreneurial effort, a new business you want to create. Well, yeah, invest in yourself, give yourself that try at it. That it's very important to be willing to take that risk, and you'll thank yourself for doing it. As long as you do it in something of a well thought out, a smart way, you understand what the risks are, you understand you're not putting yourself at a detriment if all things go south, go haywire, and at the least what you lose in terms of financial commitment or your time commitment, it can all be made up later, or basically that you can afford those kind of losses, and then the upside is what you're really working for, and the upside has a tremendous benefit. So okay, hopefully I talked at length here and at least got you to think of some of these as good points as to why it's nice to invest in yourself, in possible ways you can invest in yourself here. So I'd love to hear in the comments, maybe to this video in particular, ways that you have in the past invested in yourself and how those have turned out, whether those are some good success stories or whether it's some lessons learned, some things that didn't work out. Either way, I'd love to hear how, yes, you got into the arena, how you did try things out and you invested in yourself. So please leave a comment to this video, and that's my sort of call to action. Of course, I'd love call to actions here. That would be to like this video, subscribe, all of that. That's all great as well. But in particular, I'd love to see some comments that tell me your thoughts on investing in yourself. All right, I'll leave you there. Gotta run.